Hello students. Today we are going to understand, we are going to discuss the comprehension check as well as working with the lesson of chapter number first, that is the best Christmas present in the world. Let us start the first comprehension check of first part. Question number first. What did the author find in a junk shop? What did the author find, okay, in that junk shop? As we know that in that junk shop, the author who found something, what is that? Answer is there. I'm reading. The author found a very old 19th century roll top desk in a junk shop. It was made of oak. It was in a bad condition. The roll top was broken into several pieces. One of the leg was scarcely mended, and there were scorch marks down one side. This is the answer of this question. It means that, till here you should write. It means that the writer, the author who found one roll top desk in a junk shop, and it was that desk. It was made with oak wood, and it was in very bad condition. It was also broken into several pieces, the roll top especially. Question number 2. What did he find in a secret drawer? Who do you think had put it in there? Answer of this question. In a secret drawer of a roll top desk, the author found a small tin box. There was a piece of lined note paper sellotaped to its top. It was put by the Mrs. Jim MacPherson, who was Jim's wife. Her name and address were on the envelope inside the box. It means that in that drawer there was one small tin box, and in that small tin box one sellotaped there was one note paper was there, and definitely that was put by Mrs. Jim MacPherson. Now comprehension check second, the second part of the lesson. Comprehension check is there. Number 1 question: who had written the letter, to whom, and when? The best Christmas present in the world. Who had written that letter? Okay, answer is that Jim MacPherson had written the letter to his wife Connie MacPherson on December 26, 1914. It means that Jim MacPherson had written to his wife Connie MacPherson on December 26, 1914. Question number 2. Why was the letter written? What was the wonderful thing that had happened? Answer is there. Jim wrote the letter to tell his wife about a wonderful thing that had happened on Christmas Day. The British and the German were engaged in war, yet on this day, which day? On Christmas Day, both the troops met in no man's land. It was a thing of wonder, because right in the middle of a war, the soldiers of both countries were making peace. It means that Jim wanted to tell something to his wife, and that was what? Both we can say that countries soldiers, they made peace in the no man's land. Question number 3. What jobs did Hans Wolf and Jim MacPherson have when they were not soldiers? Answer: when they were not soldiers, Hans Wolf. Answer is there. See, Hans Wolf was from Dusseldorf. He played the cello in the orchestra. Jim MacPherson was a school teacher from Dorset. James belongs to the England, and Hans Wolf belongs to the Germany. Number 4. Had Hans Wolf even been to Dorset? Why did he say he knew it? Answer of this question is what? Hans Wolf even been to Dorset? Why did he say he knew it? No, Hans Wolf had never been to Dorset. He had learned all about England from the school and from reading books in England. Question number 5. Do you think Jim McPherson came back from the war? How do you know it? Answer. No, it is most likely that Jim McPherson did not come back from the war. In the self-taped notebook, it was written that the letter was Jim's last letter. On that note also it has written what? It was the Jim's last letter. Connie McPherson did not receive any more letters from him. It indicates Jim's demise. And because of that we can say that he did not come back. On page number 50 there was also two questions. One by one we will discuss it. Number 1. Why did the author go to Bridport? The author went to Bridport because that was the address where Mrs. McPherson lived. He wanted to go that letter back to her, and he wanted to go there to back that letter to her. Therefore, he went to Bridport. Question number 2. How old was Mrs. McPherson now? Where was she? Where was she? Answer. Mrs. McPherson was 101 years old. She was in a nursing home in Burlington House on the Dorchester Road on the other side of town. This is the answer of this question. And then comprehension check third. Question number 1. Who did Connie McPherson think her visitor was? Answer. Connie McPherson thought that her visitor was her husband Jim. She thought that the visitor he was her husband only. Question number 2. Which sentence in the text shows that the visitor did not try to hide his identity? Answer. The sentence which shows that the visitor did not try to hide his identity is: I explained about the Dex, about how I had found it, but I don't think she was listening. This was the in that way. This text shows that the visitor did not try to hide his identity. Working with the text. Now question number 1. For how long do you think Connie had kept Jim's letter? Give reason for your answer. Answer. Connie must have kept Jim's letter for a long time. This is because she told the narrator how she read it quite often every day so that she could feel that Jim was near her. Connie must have kept Jim's letter for a long time. This is because she told the narrator how she read it quite often every day. She was reading it every day so that she could feel that Jim was near to her. Therefore, she kept for long days with her. Question number 2. Why do you think the decks had been sold and when? The decks must have been sold when the house in which Connie McPherson lived had caught fire. The decks must have been sold when the house in which Connie McPherson lived had caught fire. She was taken to a nursing home. All the burned up things must have been sold after that. Question number 3. Why do Jim and Hans think that games or sports are a good way of resolving conflicts? Do you agree? Yes, I agree with it. Jim and Hans thought that games or sports are a good way of resolving conflicts because nobody dies in matches, no children are orphaned, and no wives become widows. Due to these reasons, games are good way for resolving conflicts. Wars only lead to death and devastation. Question number 4. Do you think the soldiers of the two armies are like each other or different from each other? Find evidence from the story to support your answer. Answer. The soldiers of the two armies were like each other. Below are some evidences from the story to prove that. Number 1. Both the armies celebrated Christmas. Both sides. Both armies shared their food and spent time together in smoking, laughing, taking, drinking, and eating. They played a football match and agreed that conflict and dispute may be resolved by football matches. They agreed about the negative aspect of war and long peace. They exchanged carols and hope to unite with the families again. Question number 5. Mention the various ways in which the British and German soldiers become friends and fire things in common at Christmas. Answer of this question is here. The British and the German troops celebrated Christmas with each other. They enjoyed each other's food. All of them were smoking, laughing, talking, drinking, and eating. Hans Wolf and Jim McPherson shared the cake Connie had baked. They talked about Bathsheba, Gabrick Oak, Sergeant Troy, and Dorset. They even talked about the books they liked. They agreed about everything. Both the troops played a game of football for which both Hans and Jim cheered, clapped hands, and stamped feet. They also exchanged carol at night. In this way, they celebrated Christmas together, finding a lot common between them. In that way, they celebrated all that things. Just pause and you can write the answers also. Question number 6. What is Connie's Christmas present? Why is it the best Christmas present in the world? Answer. When the narrator came to see Connie and gave her the box, she mistook him for her husband Jim. She thought that Jim had come home for Christmas. This was Connie's Christmas present. It was the best Christmas present in the world for her because Jim had written in the letter that he would come home on Christmas. She had read that letter several times every day to feel that he was near her. Now that he was finally there with her, she was extremely happy. It means that she was considering that. And what was the gift? He should he should meet him. That was the Christmas present. And on that day, she got that letter. It means that automatically his presence, it was with him. Therefore, it was the best Christmas present in the world. Question number 7. Do you think the title of the story is suitable for it? Can you think of any other title? Example. Yes, the title of the story is suitable for it. The spirit of Christmas is the theme that prevails throughout the story. The message of the Christmas peace and goodwill will to all is brought out so clearly through the story. It was on a Christmas day in the middle of a raging war that two warring troops made peace. As we know that Christmas brings happiness and peace, and definitely on that day that both troops they made peace. The moment of peace that the soldiers shared with each other was the best Christmas present for them. Again, it was on a Christmas day that the narrator went to see Mrs. Macpherson. He went to return her husband's letter to her. The letter was precious to her, but even more precious was her delusion that the narrator was her husband Jim, who she believed had written as a promise on a Christmas day. This was the best Christmas present in the world for her. Suitable titles could be A Christmas Wish Comes True, Someday at Christmas, The Christmas Message. This can be the Christmas messages also, or Christmas titles you can give to this chapter.